hyperscalers have an important role to play with communication service providers in terms of how they can augment the communication service provider portfolio with their capabilities. However, it's important to walk into that strategy consciously rather than simply saying, I'm going to go partner with a hyperscaler. Hybrid cloud is important, but more importantly, multi-cloud is where you want to be, right? And in that multi-cloud environment, you need to control your own destiny. You need to control your own strategy, and you need to be able to build that strategy, leveraging those ecosystems, and provide the set of services that you want to do. Starting small, picking one use case, looking at how do you deliver that particular use case based on the hybrid cloud model. Is that, first of all, use case conducive to the hybrid cloud model? Then implementing that, learning from that, and then building the next one. So incremental strategies become really important. How do you co-create? What is the opportunity and what is the time to value? Those are the two important points that you need to worry about. How quickly can you get the value out of what you're building, and what's the opportunity cost of doing it? Locking yourselves into one ecosystem. Worrying about what that security posture is going to be, worrying about data sovereignty rules in terms of data storage. These are things that you need to control. You need to make sure you have the right answers, and you're working with the cloud provider to get those answers. As you start to expand the footprint to provide high-speed services to your consumers, you have to deploy more cells, small cells, micro cells, in-building capability. All of that consumes power. And as you start to go into bigger and bigger antenna systems, massive MIMO, right? You're talking about 64T, 64R receivers, 64 by 64 massive MIMO, or 128 by 128 massive MIMO. Now, when you start to deploy that, you need enormous amount of power at a cell site to make that happen. So managing the power footprint also becomes incredibly important. That's where you can use the elastic benefits of cloud. So rather than keeping things static, where everything's lighted up and ready, even when there is no consumer, is not a successful strategy, because you're wasting power, that's where the elasticity of cloud becomes incredibly important, right? So you could create these services on demand and deploy them, make them available, and then start to scale back and shut them down when there are no consumers or subscribers. Well, Red Hat's singular goal is to make that infrastructure, the cloud infrastructure, the software layer that is there, as easy to consume as possible. So whether you're deploying that for RAN, for Far Edge, for IoT, for 5G core, for enterprise services, it needs to be consumable in a very easy way and provide all of the capabilities as part of that infrastructure layer.